Top 5 easy ways to neutralize depression without medicine. Greetings and welcome. The ideas presented in this video are simple in nature and also only the ones I have personally tried on myself with no negative consequences. So I don't guarantee that in this video there is any idea that someone else at some point hasn't personally applied to themselves and others for the purpose of neutralizing depressive states without the use of medication. But even if you are familiar with some or all of the ways mentioned here, I believe they are definitely worth mentioning again. So, with that out of the way, let us begin. Number 1. Do exercise to secrete growth hormone that has a positive effect on the whole body. Exercising with and without fitness aids has been refreshing on many occasions. If I felt uncomfortable in any way, exercise almost always improved my general experience of physical and mental optimism. True, I have too often been suspicious and distrustful of it. But when I am convinced countless times that it works, I no longer insist on my previous belief. So, exercise. I am thinking of jogging in the park, cycling around the area, gymnastics outside. But also inside, exercises with weights and exercises for stretching the neck and abs. Obviously, I conclude here that it is not necessary to do all of the above, but any of it and the feeling of depression disappears surprisingly easily as if it never even existed. I highly recommend it. Number 2. Eat correctly, sleep, and, extremely importantly, turn off the nearest Wi-Fi signal and device connected to the internet. It is well known that proper nutrition and quality sleep are very important for the well-being of the body. So what would a proper diet be? For starters, regular one. In addition, much more. Except industrially processed food, most often including everything that is considered junk food. Personally, I know that frequent eating of fruits, vegetables and seafood has a very beneficial effect on my body. But devices with all-day internet connectivity can be surprisingly problematic for sleep. Personally, I had terrible sleepy sessions, in which I was very tired and in bed, but I couldn't sleep for hours. After thinking a bit about what to do, I turned off the included internet router and put my cell phone 2 rooms away. Within minutes I fell asleep with a deep, invigorating sleep. So, it is not bad to try to turn off constantly turned on modern technological gadgets and uninterrupted internet connections. By the way, for some incredible reasons, daily and properly dosed intake of vitamins B and D, and zinc in powder form in the last few months makes me many times more awake and less susceptible to rapid depletion of mind and body. Altogether, fitness, sleep without Wi-Fi and taking vitamins in the prescribed amounts, I warmly recommend and say that you will be pleasantly surprised. Number 3. Get away from people with accusing words, views and discouraging behavior, self-evident, but sometimes impossible, especially if such people are our parents, brothers and sisters or grandparents. However, in today's world full of problems, troubles and uncertainties, one should not underestimate the great possibility and realization of the presence of people you know, with such, modestly speaking, ugly and uninspiring character flaws. That is why it is worth being skeptical, thoughtful and rational as much as possible. If you notice such people, be subtle and walk away. Moving away can mean doing some work that requires your presence elsewhere, and you've been putting it off until now. Or going to bed for a nap. Or a necessary trip to the supermarket. In any case, whether are such people around you or not, keep in mind that there are more than enough such people in this world, even if you personally have not met them often. Number 4. Do not worry about the current problem situation, but start to deal with some, in the long term, promising activity. Depression can often be unsolvable. Because a depressed person is only concerned with questioning how he came to this unenviable situation, not how to get out of it. But, in short, the brainstorming more or less does not help. Concrete action is needed, devoid of doubt, hope and any further assessments. I would say what it takes is the accumulation of the effects of certain activities. So you wonder, you worry. You suspect yourself and others, you feel uncomfortable and you wonder what to do. Guided by your own reason. Choose any 3 of the positive things listed here that you will do right away and discard any further questioning about it or anything else. When you make those 3 things, stop and reflect. Do you feel better? Whatever the answer, repeat the process for a full 7 days. Then brainstorm as much as needed, if needed at all. Number 5. Get away from the media and take any nearest book and start reading it out loudly without attempt to understand, but slowly and patiently developing your brain capabilities. In today's world, the media, no matter how current and long-term interesting and stimulating, too often make us passive and in the state of an avid consumer and lover of industrially generated products and services. Example. Do you have an idea for a book? And for some strange reason you put off working on it for years, and along the way you watched all the seasons of several feature series in the same genre in which you envisioned your book. Simply, you are a consumer due to intense connection with media content of entertaining or other qualities. How to move away from the media? Make it like this. 2. 1. 2 days without television or internet, 1 with. 2 days without social media activity, 1 with. If you succeed in this only once, you will find that you are very much missing exactly what you have chosen to omit in those 2 days. Still, one should not panic. Suddenly you have too much time to do everything you have been putting off for a long time. And just as your ideas have been waiting for you patiently, so will wait all the media content. I also recommend reading the book in physical form aloud. It seems strange as an idea, but it has an intriguing effect on the ability to verbally connect and increase the mental flexibility of the human brain. And, most importantly, reading a book in physical form aloud for a few minutes a day has no neurodegenerative side effects on the human body.